I'm Tom, and alongside my dad, Tom, we're the third and fourth generation in a family of plumbers that goes back to the early 1900s here in the Memphis area. At TNT Plumbing, we're not just plumbers. This is our legacy.
Okay, here you can see in some sewer camera footage I took today, right here in this terracotta pipe, here's a big old root ball in the pipe. Their drains haven't backed up in the house yet, but it will. And this terracotta pipe, it's old. We don't use it anymore, but this is part of the reason the roots get in. I mean, it's just clay, just like a clay pot. So I'm going to hit play here and we're going to see as I pull the camera back. This root ball kept me from going any further down this sewer line with the camera. I couldn't get it to go past this root ball. So here we go, start pulling back. And you can see that terracotta is just deteriorating. And here's another root ball. That's one I was able to get the camera to go past, but yeah, right there at another joint in the terracotta, another root ball just broke in. And we're going to back up a little more. You can kind of see. Hey, I asked you to pause, please. Let me reverse this. Okay, let's pause right there. It's not really well focused, but I mean, it is the inside of a sewer. But you can see up here at the top, more roots are breaking in right here. And this is something we're seeing on every joint that we're able to see inside this terracotta pipe. Everywhere there's a joint, the roots are breaking in. There's another one. You can see the roots here on the left, and you can kind of see on the right where there's some fibrous roots getting in there too. Now we back up a little more. And I think at this point I'm wiping down the cable for the camera. There's some more roots right there. Man, that was a good view. More roots right and left breaking into this pipe. So once again, every single joint. We're going to back up just a little bit more, and I think we're getting close to the transition into the PVC. There's some more roots. You can see that right there. Back it up a little bit more. You can see a little bit of water trickling its way down. And I think here I'm stopped wiping down the cable again as I coil up the camera cable. We should be moving again shortly. There we go. And that looks like, yep, more roots right there. I'm not going to pause it this time, but you can see those roots. And I think this is, oh, nope, that's just another joint and more roots. Okay, this is actually a spot to pause. Let's see, I think I actually moved the camera forward a little bit here, get a better view. But this is where PVC is connected to the terracotta. And you can see right here that the PVC has settled where it's actually lower now than the original terracotta here. So that's going to cause things to get caught here, and it's hard to tell through the water and through a sewer camera, but it looks like roots are breaking in here as well. So this is going to catch things. This is going to cause more backups. This is going to cause more problems. And this, I believe, is why sewer water is surfacing in this homeowner's front yard. This is approximately where the water is surfacing in the front yard. Uh, I used a sounder to locate the spot in the front yard, and this is one of the spots where it's showing. So So we're going to move back here a little more, and let me pause that again. Look at the side of this PVC. It has been broken out. I don't know what caused it. I don't know if there was somebody digging in the yard, maybe a landscaper or something, or maybe it was, and more likely, I think, it was a previous plumber using a sewer cable trying to get it to go past that hump over there, and they were working the cable back and forth and maybe trying to cut out roots in that in a previous backup. And I think they were working that cable back and forth, and they ended up grinding out some of this PVC on the side. So we're going to have to go back at least to there to replace pipe. So I'm going to push play again. You can see the rest of the PVC coming back once I get this back some. And you can also see that how the PVC is settled. It's causing water to stand in the sewer line. So we are going to have to dig it back that far in order to fix the slope on the pipe so that water will properly drain out of it. If you don't bed underneath that pipe properly, this is what happens. So coming out of the water a little bit now. I think I'm wiping things down again, and we're getting to the end of this clip that it recorded. So, yep, give me just a moment to start the next clip. There we go. And this is a continuation. And we can see the offset in the PVC. I mean, the joints here look glued well. I don't see any problems in the PVC once we get back here to this offset. So we're going to keep backing up, and that's really all the pertinent data that I was able to get from the sewer camera on this recording. Now, seeing that terracotta, current law requires that when we have to repair terracotta, we have to replace all of it. And that's going to be, I took some measurements, and where I believe the pipe is going out to the street, and I've got some pretty good reasons for why I believe that. And before I show the side of the house or anything, I'm gonna stop right there. And we're gonna have to replace it all the way to the street, and it's about 90 feet. It's about 90 feet, and the city sewer, I was able to remove a manhole cover and check, is between 8 and 9 feet deep where it's going to connect to this house. So we're going to have to do some serious digging. We're going to have to replace all this sewer line, and that's the only thing that can be done in a situation like this if we're going to get the repair done properly and done in a way that's going to last and stand the test of time for this homeowner. So as you can see in those camera clips that I recorded, we're going to have to replace this sewer line. The terracotta, it's just like a clay pot. Just like you go to the home center and get one of those clay pots for your plants or something. That's exactly the same material that this pipe is. So as you can imagine, while it held up well in its day, uh, these days we have much superior, less expensive materials that we can use that, when installed properly, will hold up better. So that's what we need to do here. And I'm going to prepare a quote and estimate, really. We're going to put that together. We have to pull permits. We have to call the Do Not Dig 811 for anybody out there who's wanting to do some digging. You've got to be really careful about that. You have to call your state's 811, at least here in the United States. That's the number for it, to get utility location services out there. I know for a fact that we have gas pipe coming from the city in that front yard, and I sure don't want to hit that with an excavator. So we're going to have to be very, very careful when we do this digging. So we got to make sure we have utility location services brought out, and we have them mark their utilities so that we know what we can do for our safety. And we're going to have to pull permits. We're going to have to get an inspection, and the inspector is going to have to approve the work that we do. This is the safest, legal, and best way to take care of things for this homeowner. And if we get the chance, I'm going to try to get some video out there while we're doing the work and see if we can't post a follow-up video on this. So thank y'all for watching. I'm Tom. This is TNT Plumbing. And if you have any plumbing questions, just go ahead and leave a comment down there. I'll do my best to answer them. One of the hard things about plumbing questions is usually you have to be on site looking at it. So I won't be able to give anything better than basic answers, but I will do my best if there's anybody out there who has a question. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.